Luis starts us off in Atlanta. Luis, welcome to the show.
Hey, thank you for having me.
How's it going?
Oh, good. Thank you.
How can we help today?
So, rent is really expensive.
True.
And I'm really considering van life, and I wanted to know your opinion and any tips or
Where do you?
help.
What
Are you
area
going
do
to
you
park
live
it down by a river?
I'm sorry?
Are you going to park it down by a river?
Whatever I can.
You're going to have to Google that reference later.
Dude, don't move into a van down by the river. Why are you considering van life?
Why are the options either continue? Well, you can't continue to live where you live. Rent is too expensive. But the other option is move into a van. How did you get to that option?
So I just saw it on Instagram, and I don't know. I thought it was a good idea.
Did someone on Instagram say it was a good idea? They said, "Hey, life hack: can't afford rent, live in a van."
Or they just? I've seen them. Hey, listen, Lewis.
Or was this like the influencers who make it look really cool?
Yeah, dude. George. They're amazing. Tell me if I'm wrong, Lewis. Like, they take these old vans and they strip them completely down, and dude, they make them so rad. And they take these awesome photos, like on a beach, and it's all.
Those people have a lot of money. They can afford rent.
And they live in how. Why is it? Let me ask you this: what's so great about where you live that you'd be willing to stay there in a van instead of move to another town or
get a
community
roommate
or job where the rent is less?
I guess families here, you know.
Okay, so
I love. Well, I love my family. I love them, and all my family lives in the same state. They all live in Texas. And then I got an opportunity to go make different types of money and have a professional. So I moved because I had to, and I still get to see my family. I love them. I still get to see them regularly, but I had to move.
Mm-hmm.
So Luis,
You're not buying it.
What is your rent? Let's just get to the numbers.
$1,200
Okay, are you living alone?
with a girlfriend.
Okay. Are you splitting the rent?
No, not yet.
So she's not paying and you are?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We got 17 more questions now. What's your income?
I make 2,800. I'm 30,000 a month.
30,000 a month?
I'm sorry, 30,000 a year, 2,800 a month.
I was gonna say, bro, why are you calling us?
I was like, this doesn't matter.
And what job are you doing? Because I want that job.
Okay, so your rent is almost half of you. Is that your take-home pay, the 2,800 after taxes? Is that what ends up in your bank?
I take it all because I work for a private contractor. Yep.
Okay. So here's one option. Hey, girlfriend, we can't live together, and I'm going to go get a roommate. And then your rent just went down to $600. And now we can breathe.
All right.
There's one option, right? If you just didn't even want to move. The other option is where else can I live cheaper? And that may not be super viable in your area. You may only get down to 1,000, which is still too much based on your income. So the second question becomes, how can I increase my income to where I can afford the rent?
Okay.
So what kind of work are you doing right now?
HVAC sheet metal installation.
Okay, and you're making.
How are you making $30,000?
Are you? What's your actual salary? Is it about 40-something thousand?
No, it is 30 something. Yeah.
Okay.
And you're a 1099?
Yeah.
Are you putting money back for taxes, or are you going to be in the hole for taxes too?
No, I'll hold it and then pay it whenever.
So you have the money to pay the taxes come April?
Probably not in full. Yeah.
Dude, listen. You have too good of a skill and it's such a high demand area. What's keeping you from going to work for an HVAC company and making $85,000 a year plus benefits?
I don't have my high school diploma.
Do you have certification, or you can weld?
No, No, nothing. I just started. I'm 20 years old.
Okay.
This is my first lease, ever. So I noticed the money is just too much.
Yeah.
And what other debt do you have?
I just have one credit card.
Okay. Is there a balance on there?
Yeah,
How much?
$900.
Okay. And how much money do you have in the bank?
Right now, $400 plus
Okay.
900 in savings.
You got 400 plus 900.
Yeah.
Okay. So $1,000 is your starter emergency fund, which then leaves you, what's that? $300 on top of that to start paying off this credit card. So by tomorrow, we can get $1,000 in the bank, and your credit card debt is down to $600. That's our next plan of attack: is paying off that credit card. We're cutting it up. We're closing the account. No more credit card. We're going to start using a debit card. Do you have one of those?
Yes, sir.
Okay. That is plan number 2. Start using the debit card. Now we're debt-free, and we have $1,000 in the bank. You tracking with me?
Okay.
Then we're going to continue saving an emergency fund of 3 to 6 months of expenses, not income, just expenses. So start getting on a monthly budget. I'm going to gift you 1 year of Every Dollar Premium. That is our budgeting tool. You can set up a budget within minutes right there on your phone, on your computer, and it's going to help you pay attention to every single one of those $2,800 coming in every month. And you've got to start making a plan for it and stretching it. And part of that is making hard decisions, like saying, hey, I can't live with you and I can't afford rent, so I'm going to have to move. I need to get a roommate, and I need to get my costs down in order to survive.
And Lewis, did you grow up with a lot of money in your home, or did you grow up with a family that struggled financially?
Struggled financially.
Okay.
Yeah, I grew up in the projects in Puerto Rico.
Awesome. So, man, I'm so proud of you, man. You're hustling, you're getting it done. One of the biggest shifts somebody who grows up in poverty can make in a mindset is this idea of how do I survive right now, which is I want to move to a van. That's how do I survive right now, to where do I want to be in 5 years, and what do I have to start doing right now to get there? What certifications do I have to get? How do I get into a local community college? How do I start grinding my way towards where I want to be in 5 years? That's a totally different mindset, and that's the road we want you to be on, okay, my brother?
And if you've got to get an extra job right now, if you've got to get 2 roommates, do whatever you have to do to get that financial stability under you so you can really start to build wealth and break this generational poverty. We are so proud of you, man.